on ice. Good evening. I'm Raina, your friendly neighborhood witch of what the f. And tonight I'm going to tell you about chasing the dragon of paint. Today I'm going to show you how I made dragon fire. Dragon fire. Am I intimidating enough? Probably not. I need to work on that. So a few weeks ago, my friend author Sean McDevitt, who is awesome by the way, and he is linked down below, so please check him out. If you don't know Sean yet, please get to know him. He is an awesome independent author. I personally recommend Call Me Ismay, which is one of his novels that is about vampires on the Titanic. Really excellent. Everybody likes good vampires on a sinking ship, right? Check it out. Sean reached out to me and said he wants one of my paintings to be his next book cover. I'm elated. This is awesome. And he says he wants it red and black, kind of 1980s style. I thought about it for a little while. You know, red and black obviously look great together. You know, got it going on. But you need a contrast. So I did a prototype. This is the prototype that I came up with that night. I will show you a better picture. It's all finished, signed, backed, beautiful, varnished, ready to go. This was just what was supposed to be a test painting, but Sean loved it, and this is the one that's going to him and will hopefully be the cover of his next book, which again is awesome. Thank you, Sean. I can't wait. I didn't paint myself filming that one. I didn't film myself painting that one. I did it at about 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm a terrible insomniac, and the idea just struck me, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna do this right now. And so I decided to do another just to see what would happen if I use the exact same colors in the exact same order. And this, my friends, is the result. Isn't that pretty? Oh my God, I love it. I'm still being careful with it because I painted this, about 28 to 30 hours ago, and it's dry, but I don't want to, I don't really want to test things. I'm not gonna lie, I love this. This is awesome. My video today is to show you how I did it and how two paintings with the exact same paint, same order, can turn out so differently. I used Artist Loft Premixed pouring paint only for this. I didn't mix it with anything. There's no silicone. It is just paint on canvas. So I used 4 colors: black, bright red, crimson, and old gold. Wow, I feel like a really strange spokesperson model right now. I'm like Vanna White, but Vanna black-haired, strike that. I will show you how I did that, and I'll show you a side-by-side, and I will show you how fluid paint can be so incredibly unpredictable. And I'm gonna get on the soapbox for a few minutes too about scraping and being too hard on yourself as a beginner as well. If you like this video, if you like what I have to say, if you like my paintings, you want me to keep going, please like and subscribe. That is food for us crazy artists. You know, accolades, approval, that kind of stuff. If you have questions, if you have comments, put them below. I'll get to them. So if you feel inclined, like, subscribe, hit the bell, enjoy. See you later. Hello. First I prepped my canvas with just some water that I sprayed on the back. This is so it'll be nice and taut. Sometimes these canvases can get a little wrinkly up in the corners. Wetting them down with just a little bit of water is going to make it nice and tight. Then to prep it, I'm putting paint tape. Now this is something I didn't used to do, and I don't even want to talk about how much time I have spent scraping paint drips off of the back of these. And then to finish it nicely, for example, this has been backed. Some nice black paper, so it looks professional. It's better to just do this extra step at the beginning, which doesn't take much time at all because it'll save you so much time in the long run. This canvas is missing a staple. Just gonna use some Elmer's glue all, which is a really useful glue that you can use in pouring mediums and such. I'm just gonna glue this down. Otherwise, that's just going to annoy me. I don't like being annoyed. I want to start turning people into toads. Slow drivers. Why people have to drive 17 and a 25, I will never understand, nor will I ever forgive it. I mean, those people, oof, if there's a hell, not that I believe in a hell, but if there's a hell, it's full of people who drive 17 miles an hour and 25. A little bit on the edges showing. I'm ultimately probably going to paint that black since I have black backing. There we go, all set. I think this is 3 ounces, don't hold me to that. first color you put in your cup is going to be the one that ends up being on the top when you pour this. And if you drip it down the side like this, this will actually help the colors mix a little bit better. It also eases the paint into the cup. So if you don't want colors mixing too much, this is a good way to kind of prevent that, because it's sliding in on top of the paint before it. It's not just being like dumped in. And dumping in is like, you can totally do it. It's just gonna give you maybe not what you were going for. I am just layering, doing this same pattern. Gold, bright red, and then this is crimson, and then black. Ooh, see that? I mean, that'll be fine, that'll work. Some more black, gold again. Give a little extra portion of black there. And that's because black's gonna be the first out of the cup when I pour in this direction. I'm going to put black paint on the canvas so this flows a little bit more easily, especially when we get to the corners and everything. Cat hair. I have cat hair everywhere. I don't know how it gets. Everywhere. My cat sheds so unbelievably. I'm like, I don't know how much one little animal can just completely cover my house in cat fur every single day. Guys, sweep, and the next day, boom, cat hair everywhere. I don't like scraping. A lot of people, if they're not immediately pleased with what they see, they just scrape it. I'm not a fan of that, and I'll tell you why. Sometimes, and this applies to me, obviously you might be really different. Sometimes I get in moods. I am moody. Imagine that. When I'm feeling moody, I may judge myself extra harshly. I may end up getting rid of something that the next day when I'm in a good mood, I might be like, hey, I like this. This is cool. This has got some merit to it. If I scrape things without letting it dry, I'm potentially losing the opportunity to have something that is cool, that could have been used. Sometimes you're going to want to embellish your art. Sometimes, yeah, it's not perfect, but it's an opportunity to put a decal on that you make on a Cricut, or you could paint some sort of flowers or animals or God knows what on it. You could decoupage it in places. You could put on photographs and make it a really unique way of presenting a photograph or something. You don't have to scrape it. In fact, I encourage you not to scrape it, because who knows? Are the colors good? Do you like the colors? Are there aspects of it that you like? Cool, keep it. Do something else with it. You don't have to throw it away. That's why I personally can't stand the whole, I don't like it and scrape it right away thing. A, it's wasteful. It's so wasteful. And B, you might not be giving yourself a chance. Give it a chance. Give it a chance to see if it's gonna turn into something that you're into. Don't be so hard on yourself. Fluid art, it's a journey and it's a process. It's something that takes patience and determination, but also it really takes a sense of humor. Because I laugh at myself all the time. I mean, that's why I call myself the witch of what the F. I make mistakes and I kind of find it to be hilarious. I screw things up all the time. I've been a painter all my life. Art competitions in high school and stuff, I would always go to the state level. So I've always been an artist, and abstract always, and this is gonna sound crappy, but it is the truth. For all those years that I was, a very serious artist in school, abstract seemed like it was beneath me. Yeah, sounds crappy, right? But let me tell you this, I am a super perfectionist. I will sometimes work on the same painting for years. Sometimes I don't even finish them because one thing isn't perfect and I'm struggling with it. So I saw a video one time on YouTube, imagine that, of somebody doing this style of artwork. And I thought, you know what, that looks fun. And art wasn't fun to me anymore because I was just being such a perfectionist about everything. And here, this medium of fluid painting, it is super unpredictable, super uncontrollable, and you really have no idea how it's going to turn out. And that, to me, is where the fun lies, because I can't control it. And because I can't control it, I can have a much easier, happier attitude about the whole thing. So do I still paint? Yeah. I do. And I will always paint real scenes, or I'm a really big fan of painting fantasy animals. An animal that's like half this animal and half the other animal, and then crazy colors. For as much as I wear a lot of black and I enjoy black, I'm super into crazy neon, rainbow, multicolor, everything. I'm kind of like Lisa Frank for what I love. But the beauty of fluid art and having zero control over it, there's an aspect of surrender. There's an aspect of saying, I can't control this. I'm just going to have fun with it. And that's a philosophy I'm trying to embrace in everyday life as well. You know, I'm just going to get philosophical here for a moment. I'm filming this. It's early mid-June 2020. Coronavirus is a thing. The band I'm in, all of our gigs have been canceled for 2020. My husband is an extreme extrovert, and he is struggling incredibly hard. I have many other friends who are struggling hard. We can't control it. We can't control any of this, so why don't we just make the best of it? And this is a lesson in surrendering control. And surrendering control is a beautiful thing because it allows you then to release the burdens of the world into the atmosphere, into the ethers, and know that you only have control over yourself and your own reactions to everything. So, fluid painting to me is a giant release of my extremely control freak ways, and it allows me to make beauty out of unpredictability. Okay, I'm gonna get off my soapbox. We're gonna paint now. This is the paint after sitting in its cup for a few minutes while I painted this. And I'm going to angle it so the black's gonna come out first, and I'm gonna have everything come out first. And I'm gonna do, well, we're gonna see what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start as a straight pour and then see where the muse takes me. So I maybe let it sit a few minutes too long. Oh, I'm getting some really nice ribbon here. This, and as you can see, I embellished those just with a toothpick. I just ran it straight through. I'm gonna actually tip off this first, just enough to get it to the corner, and then I'm gonna tip off this direction, and then I'm gonna come back to the center and then probably tip that way and then that. So let's see how this goes, shall we? Now you want your paint to flow back to the center before you tip it off the edge. And honestly, I probably should be wearing gloves, but I just don't care enough. It's easy to wash my hands. Okay, this is actually kind of pretty. It's not what I was really going for. Pretty different from the inspiration, but I mean, hey, kind of like it so far. We'll see. We'll always see. You never really know how it's gonna go. And then I'm just gonna angle it a little bit because I don't want to lose too much of that cool ribbon, but I still want it to go off the edge. Because you only need the edge. Wow, I'm a dork. Okay. Tilt it back this way just enough. Okay. I'm just gonna coax this right over the corner there. Just enough. And then I'm gonna move everything back to center. You know, I get covered in paint. It's kind of cute and kind of hilarious. The colors wouldn't be so blendy blend if I had like prepped my canvas first and painted it first and then added my colors to the cups. They just wouldn't have had the time to party on and sing each other love songs and to become one and all that mystical, magical love crud. Well, I'm gonna lose that. That's okay. It's not a big deal. It was a little not, oh gosh, wow, okay. I am actually really digging this. This is actually really beautiful. Who'd have thought? And now I'm just balancing the paint to where I like the composition, and I love this. Okay, I may keep this for myself. This is beautiful.